Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Jedi Night's Watch. My name is Graham, and today we're going to be doing another Moducase assembly. This is going to be on the 6th series, the 55s. I've done the 110s, now we're doing the 55s, but also we're going to be looking at the new Moducases packaging and instructions. I'm gonna build this by the new instructions that Moducases is giving with their Moducases. So I'm also going to be doing another video on that, specifically looking at the instructions, letting you know my thoughts about it, if I think it's going to help a lot of people, because some of the biggest drawbacks, I guess, of Moducases was that the price, the lead time, and then the instructions. They're not very fun to assemble, but Brian sent these instructions over to me and is letting me look at them and kind of put them to use and see how I like them and how I think you guys will like them. So I've read them over. I'm gonna do the 655 as the directions explain, and we're gonna see how this turns out. But this is also for anybody that needs to build a 655, just so you can see how somebody does it. So without further ado, this is the box that it will come in. You will get your lights separately. Unfortunately, mine are a day behind, so I'll be getting those tomorrow. But here's the box. When we open it up, we have this nice new packaging, foam. Something we didn't see before. If you've watched my older videos, you remember seeing kind of they were just wrapped together and they're all individually pieced. Like this is gonna, I think, avoid a lot of stuff coming damaged and whatnot. I think the packaging itself is a lot better. So let's just take the foam off. And then they give you this nice sheet showing you what everything is. So you can just keep this handy and you'll know what each bar is. So this is just a really nice presentation by Moducases. I love that they have these bars just in the foam. It's just makes the experience a lot better. Everything feels nicer. Like the ends are still sharp, but it doesn't feel like it did before. It feels a lot better, a lot more of like just a nicer quality, I guess. Everything has these nice corner guards, and this is going to be the front plexiglass. And then we have the back panel, the top panel, the two plexiglass sides, the side panels. I'm not going to be using these because I'm going to actually be attaching these to on 6 110s on both sides. So this is not going to be something I'm going to use, but I'll explain to you when you would install those. And then we also have the bottom board, which is nice hardwood, and it's got the nice black velvet over the top. Very nice. Ooh, except mine is a little damaged, but hopefully we don't notice that. And that is it. So we can move the box to the side. So first we're gonna have our screws and washers that we're gonna need to use together. We're gonna also have stacking brackets. We're gonna have 4 of those. If you were to stack them on top of each other, you would need these, but you might not need them at all. And then we have the horizontal brackets. If you were to join them horizontally together, you may not need those. But it's nice that Moducase gives you all this stuff. I have a whole container full of like extra parts and whatnot, so just in case I need something. We also have the feet for the bottoms. These screws go with the horizontal brackets, and then you have these nuts that go into the channel that will hold the horizontal brackets in place. And then you have these little Allen screws that will go with the vertical stacks. So those will go together. You have an Allen wrench for those, and then you have your screw and knob for the front panel. So that is everything. Right now we're gonna push that stuff to the side. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take, I believe it's 8 screws, and put the washers on. And we're just gonna set them to the side, because what we're gonna do is take all of our horizontal bars. So we have the front frame horizontal, we have the back frame horizontal, then we have the front frame vertical, the back frame vertical, the side horizontal, and then the C channels. So this is going to be for your wires, and then these channels are going to be for your plexiglass. I will not be using them, but I will show you how they work. So let's grab our horizontals. So it's the top 2, the second row 2, And we need the side frame horizontal, the 4 pieces here. So we're gonna take all of these out because those are the ones we're gonna need first. And we're gonna get our screws and washers together. All right, so now we have all of our washers with the screws. We're just gonna put them in on each side of each bar, and we're just gonna twist them in just a little bit. You're gonna want enough space to get the bars together, so it doesn't have to be all the way in. Just give it a few turns in. Be careful. Some of these are sharp, but like I said, the quality seems a lot better than before. There used to be just like more jagged edges. This just seems more polished off. Just a nicer, I don't know if it's quality control. I don't know if it's anything like that, but I gotta give props to Moducases because these just, they look so much nicer than when I've gotten them before. All right, so now we have all of our bars with the screws started in there. Now what we're gonna do is take the back frame, the vertical bar, and the difference here is it's basically double as thick as these, and that's gonna be your back vertical. You're gonna want the holes pointed to the back of the frame itself, so you don't want them inside. Then what we're gonna do is take our side frame horizontal bars, and we're just going to put them in, and you're gonna make sure the washer is all the way to the head of the screw, and it's gonna slide right in this channel. And then, where's my tool? Then you're gonna take your Allen tool, and you're gonna stick it through the back here of this channel, and you're gonna find it, and you're just gonna start tightening it. Now, you're gonna use your finger to keep this flush, because if this is not even, if these bars are uneven together, then this isn't gonna sit right, it's not gonna be level, it's gonna be really hard to stack them. So you're just gonna line it up, make sure it's smooth, you can feel with your finger, make sure all ends are good, and then tighten it up. Then we're gonna do the same thing on the other side, just take the washer, make sure it's all the way to the head. Now, if you're building these separate, you're gonna need your channel for the side panels, and you're gonna want to insert them here, and the instructions will tell you how to do that. You have 2 different sizes, so obviously one will go in the back, you just press it in. I'm not going to do that because, again, mine are connecting to 6/110s. But you'll wanna make sure you do it on the top, the bottom, the back side, and then the front side, so that your panel fits in. So what you'll do is put the channels in here, and then you'll take your side panel, your plexiglass, and you'll insert it at this point. But I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to seal this puppy up right away. Next, I'm going to take out of the foam the front vertical bar, and you're gonna see it's gonna have a magnet on. So you're gonna want that facing out, and then this lip needs to be on the outside, but these are basically mirrored from themselves, so it doesn't really matter which side you put it on. What I'm gonna do is shake this so the washers go all the way down. I'm gonna make sure the magnets are facing outward, and I'm gonna slide it through the channel. And then I'm going to screw this tight as well. All right, so when you're done, it should look like this. Again, the front is going to have the magnet and the lip on the outside. If you were putting plexiglass in, you would have needed to put these channels and the plexiglass in before putting the front on. But now you're just gonna make another one of these. All right, so now we have our 2 squares done, the sides of the case. We have the lip to the outside, the magnets on the front, and these thick brackets to the back. So now we're just going to put one to the side. And we're going to take our back horizontal bar and put it on the top and the bottom. Now we're going to take the front horizontal bars, and these have the magnets on the front. The one with the screw hole in is going to be the top, because that's where you put your notch in if you so choose to. So always make sure this one is at the top. All right, so there we have 3/4 of the frame together. As you can see, we have the magnets on top, bottom, and the side. We have the screw hole at the top as well. So now we're going to take our our back panel. We're gonna make sure these large notches are at the bottom. This is where your cords would go through. So we're just gonna put it into the channels and slide it in. Then you'll take your top panel and just make sure the white is facing up and these notches are to the back. And you'll just slide it right in. And it should fit pretty good. Now what we're gonna do is put our other panel on here. And again, you're gonna make sure this is towards the back. The lip is to the outside. You're gonna make sure your screws are backed up far enough that you can get past this back panel here. And then the washers are all the way to the screw head. Sometimes it can be hard to get these washers all the way to the head, so just be patient with this part. Take your time. And here we go, we're just gonna line it up on the outside here. And all the way to the bottom. Then we'll just start tightening it up. When you're tightening it up, just make sure the panels are fitting into the channels, not that it crushes them. That's why I just do a little bit here at a time, just to make sure that they're all going to where they're supposed to be. And it's looking good. Then we're just going to make sure the case is flush. Again, just really important. Sometimes you gotta fight with it just a little bit. Just put it in like so. There you go. I'll have to take this sticker off, but there you can see it. And finally, we'll just take off the protective cover for our front cover, which is my least favorite part. Just be very careful with this plexiglass. It does scratch very easily. It's like these hairline scratches on it. One of the drawbacks of plexiglass, but it's a lot lighter. It's a lot cheaper. All right, and then we'll just set it into our channels. And there you go. There is your 6 Series 55 case all built. Again, mine does not have the side panels because I'm connecting them to other Moducases, and to do that we can use the horizontal brackets and the vertical, which I have other videos out there, so go check those out if you need to connect any cases together. Also, the lighting is coming tomorrow, so I'll be doing that tomorrow. But I do have videos on how to light the cases as well. I have DF120 videos, I have 6110 videos, and now we have the 655. I want to say thank you to Brian. He's doing a really good job at Moduspace. These Moducases are an amazing thing for collectors, and this was an easy build. The instructions are so much more detailed, so much step-by-step easier to read than the ones that we've had before. Before you had to rely on people like me. Now I can help you guys through that and still show you how to do it, but the instructions are a lot easier, a lot more user-friendly, and I appreciate Brian, you know, doing what he needs to do for his customers, because that's what he does. He's a great great guy to work with, and I do appreciate him very much. And I love these things. They just really enhance your 6-scale collection. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully it helped you out. Stay tuned for a video specifically on the new instructions, going over those and what do I think about them as well. And thank you for watching. Comment down below, like this video, and don't forget to share the video. And until next time, stay safe out there, and we'll see you soon.